If you've got a bike, then at some point you're gonna need to replace your chain, and you don't have to do that in a workshop. And in this box is the tool that's gonna help us do just that. So we're gonna whip it open. What do we get in it? Well, it's a universal chain tool, and it's designed to both break the chain and put a new one back together. And it's really, really simple, although they can be a little bit daunting and look complicated, but trust me, they're not. Even I can do it. So, a few pieces of the puzzle. We've got the tool itself and then a couple of inserts. So first up, we're just gonna pop the tool together to break our existing chain. You see this pin right here? Well, that goes inside the hollow screw part. And then essentially what we're gonna be able to do is we're gonna be able to use this to push the pin out of the existing chain. Now, some people say that you should grind the head off that pin beforehand. You don't have to. It'll make your life a little bit easier, but then essentially this gets screwed in. Obviously, you can use a power tool or heavy-handed with a spanner. Get that broken. That's gonna push the pin out. Now your chain is split. Simple as that. Pull the chain off the bike and you're good to start fitting your new one. So then when it comes to putting a new chain on, we're gonna get the tool that we've just used and we're gonna flip it round so that the long part, the needle, sits that way. And in fact, I'll just show you quick, you can see that that's gonna be ready for riveting those pins in. But before we do that, we need to push on those plates. And we do that with this little block here. And we're gonna pop it over the top so it fits in the tool just like this. And that's gonna allow us to turn this back in and squeeze that plate on top. And then the final piece of the puzzle is going to be riveting those pins so that they can't just fall back out on their own. So we're going to slacken the tool back off, keeping that how it is with that rivet end on it. And then we're going to flip this around. So now we're using this side. We're going to line it up in here. Now the beauty of this is obviously you're going to have two pins to be pushing in on a new chain. So this is going to allow us, imagine that's going to squeeze in here, pushing that in, and then we're going to slacken it back off, and then you just slot it over to the other side, and that's perfectly lined up for your next pin. Repeat the process, remove the tool, and you're good to go. Throw that back in your toolbox, keep all those parts together, and you're good to help your friends or to do it the next time you're gonna need it. And it's that simple to look after and service your own bike. And there's no excuses because they're not very expensive, and you can get them right here at Tweeks.